So when you don't have people filling those gaps, people can change their narrative if they decide to save themselves embarrassment, shame, whatever it may be, right? So that's exactly what that was like to me. It's like watching that, I connected with that on a personal level, because I was like, wow, this is like when I was digging through my personal family history and finding some dirty laundry that I didn't really expect to see, and a lot of it shook me for a long time and changed my world, and thus kind of led to a series of events of me evolving and getting to a mental position where I'm at now. So that's my viewpoint on that. I think that was perfectly well executed. The fact that it resonated with me tells me that it was well done, and that it was just from every step of that journey, right? And I think that was very, very smart. All right, fucking eyeball, what you got? It just went from like. All right, eyeballs, what you got?
Well, see. No, I like the journey too. It was really good.
You know, the build-up and then the subversion of your build-up, Brandon. That was
Hey, you know, and eyes.
Okay. So finish up. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Finally. Anyway. No. No, my I was kind of stuck at the edge of my seat with every turn and twist as they uncovered new information on the wings. I kind of went through it with, like, in Bruce's eyes, like, where I was like, oh, shit, my dad's not as good as I thought he was. And then I go through, and it's like, wait, no, that can't be true. Then we talk to Alfred, and Alfred's like, listen, he's right, but, like, not really. This is what happened.
I was just waiting for you to say, well, you learned things about your grandfather, and,
No, listen. That's the story.
But then you talk to me and I tell you, no, that's not how it happened.
That's the story. The podcast, all right.
Yeah, it's true.
Another year and another.
I was just discussing that with Jake earlier. I was telling him the tale, and I'm not going to go into detail, but I was telling him the tale of that, and he was like,
why is Jake here with us right now?
Because he's not really that type of guy. He doesn't like to do podcasts and stuff like that.
Does he watch the Batman?
Watch the Madman?
The Batman.
Oh, Batman, no, he didn't see it. He's not really into superhero movies that much. But,
what kind of human is Jake?
He's a gamer, okay? He's a pro gamer, alright?
Wow.
A gay.
Pro gamer.
Yeah, pro gamer. I know he's going to listen to this, so I'm calling you out, Jake.
Shout out, Jake.
Yes.
Here's the
Jake,
thing.
Wish you weren't Asian. What? Hello?
I would.
Wish you weren't? Brandon, you're canceled.
I said nothing.
We're ruined! Anyways,
I am calling the CEO of Twitter right now.
Yeah, I'm calling Marcia Street for... Marcia will not be happy.
Yeah.
Marcia.
Yeah, you look like... You know, Eli, and this is a compliment, you look like Moby in the recording booth right now. Making a new song.
Who's Moby?
Exactly. Sadly. I love his content, I love his work, but yeah.
He looks like Q-Tip to me.
Well, you look like a bowling ball.
Or a Netflix version of Megamind. There we go.
Oh, thank you. I take back the bowling ball insult.
You know, the Megamind meme is trending right now. I might make an Eli version with Microsoft
Please
Paint.
do.
I just wanted to say, kind of steering the ship back to crashing into Batman, Robert Patterson's kneecaps. I was thinking that I found it very interesting how the Riddler just systematically just ruined the Waynes within just one infomercial. And this is fucked up, but I was more kind of impressed. I'm like, wow, not only is he good at killing people and orchestrating great crime scenes, he has really good video editing skills. Who would have thought? So that was going through my mind when this is being submitted.
I guess you could learn a thing or two from him then.
Yeah, I guess I could. Well, you know, at least See, it's so hard being insulted by half a face. You know, it's not even a person. It's just anatomy.
It's
Shouldn't
that.
it be worse?
It's that last drip of like that swirly strawberry ice cream that comes out of the McDonald's fucking ice cream machine, and it's just stuck there, and it just grew. It just grew eyeballs.
I'm just the last strip of that strawberry ice cream. I'm that last strip of cardiac arrest that you get from eating all the ice cream.
You know, your eyebrows look like you shaved half of them.
Yeah, you know how those things, yeah, this is the eyebrows, that stuff?
Yeah,
that comes from like, your beard hairs when you fall into the ice cream. That's what this is. Yeah.
That makes sense. I have a lot of beard hairs.
You?
Yes.
Eli?
Both of us
Well,
combined.
so I gotta say though, it hit me when he was talking to Alfred, because like I'm looking at the Riddler saying all this stuff. I'm like, damn, okay. Well, that just ruined the Waynes. And like, this is movie number 2 where the Waynes are just shit on. Because in the Joker, they don't exactly make the Waynes. I mean, you know, Mama Wayne got shot. That's about as much, you know, hype as she got. But Dada Wayne.
Oh, speaking of, I'm sorry to cut you here.
I'm done.
Well,
all right, I'm back.
Okay, well, so thanks for tuning in to today's episode of. Wait.
No.
Oh, I see. You're still here.
Sorry, yo.
Okay.
Sorry. Well, I just want Brandon. You had something to say, and I
think Eli was saying something. Eli, you should
you're right.
You
Thank
should
you.
let Eli speak. Okay, Eli.
So here's the thing. Wet hands. They're not wet. So the thing is,
Okay. Blackpink.
I was, you know, it really hit different when Alfred was talking to him, because it was just the way Alfred's, like, when he says, I thought my dad was a good man, and he's like, your dad is a good man. And that kind of got me, because, like, it was just the way he was so reaffirming of it, you know, like, how dare you even question that, and just kind of restructuring the way that the mafioso guy kind of said it, and like rethinking that, like watching in the movies, I didn't really know how to digest it. I was moved by Alfred's words. I thought it was such a beautiful moment with Alfred, but digesting that whole sequence of events, I do appreciate that it's the same story but recontextualized. You had the Riddler just saying, yeah, fuck the Waynes. Then you had the mafioso guy saying, look, your dad needed to get rid of him. I did what I had to do, you know? He thought he was perfect, but he's not. And then you had Alfred just being like, no, he's a good man. It is what it is. So it went from really bad to like mid-tier bad to like, no, he's cool. And it's all just based off the perspective. Because Falcone's not exactly a astounding guy. I mean, he's sort of, you know, he's the kind of guy that kills people, right? He's not exactly looking at things from a very sane point of view. And certainly the way Alfred said it, I like the way he kind of explained, look, he wasn't exactly hoping to get this reporter killed. He was trying to scare him, and people do desperate things when they're, you know, under pressure. I'm not excusing him for turning to a mafioso guy to scare a reporter away, but this is, like, kids, if you're a reporter, if you're going into journalism, just don't, you know?
Just don't.
Somebody has some dirty laundry, let them wash it. Don't put it on your clothing line and say, hey, you smell that musk? Yeah, Brandon Szymanski.
That's a fair point.
Nah, but
you're ending that?
do you miss the reporter? Not to be a dick. Well, like, the reporter died. Do any of us feel sorry for him?
You know,
not usually, because at least in this day and age, news media is very partisan and biased.
But in this case, like, this reporter was airing some dirt on the Waynes, and then he got whacked. Do we feel sorry for him?
well,
do we?
We didn't really get a backstory on this reporter. We don't know what he looks like.
But he's a human, right? Do we feel sorry for this human that's a snitch?
Well, we don't miss anybody really that you know, we don't really know or have connections with.
So if you don't know somebody, but they die somewhere in Antarctica, do you shed a frozen tear?
No.
Well, Brandon does because he's a Nordic man, so it works.
That's a fair point.
No. I only shed tear for ice cream cones. Sorry.
Now, did you appreciate the way his plan worked out to where everybody was kind of being flooded into Madison Square Garden?
Yes.
And then everyone's getting shot?
No.
I felt like
Alright.
that was see, that's my point, is like that was a completely different approach in a Batman movie. That's never been done that I know of. I know there was like the gas clouds with the old movies, and then there was the fucking in Dark Knight Returns with Bane. There was the stadium. You know what I mean? But like the flooding, that was crazy. That was intense and crazy, and like that will permanently alter that city. And like they were leading into a potential sequel with a lot of scenes in this movie towards the end, of course.
Oh yeah.
So
them teasing the.
What caused that anyway?
It was the vans with the bombs that the Riddler did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
so,
where did he
like,
do that? Was there like some kind of dam he broke, or like did
Yeah,
he just
just-
create water?
Gotham is in like a seawall, so he broke the seawalls and like,
Genius.
It just flooded.
Where
it,
did
of
all-
course.
Oh no, but where did the water come from? Was there like a storm happening that caused the water level to rise like that?
No, it's Gotham is under sea level.
Oh, it's like below sea level. Okay.
Yeah, so the water's just coming in.
Well, it's kind of a shitty design on that.
Yeah, well, that's stupid. It's like New Orleans, which is also fucking stupid.
I gotta
Well,
say,
you said it, not me. All right.
it was a perfect. I mean, it was a solid plan.
2020.
I'm sorry, I cut you off, Red.
Shut up.
Wow.
There's a lot of rudeness happening here. You know?
Yeah. See, I thought he was gonna follow up with like a continuation, but no, he just wanted to be like, shut up.
Yeah, he's like
And I realized that after he said nothing.
he's like the 10-year-old in the playground where you're like your mom, and then he's like, yeah, well, shut up.
He's on the teeter-totter, and then you stand up, he goes
Everybody
flying.
You know, this lobby quieted down when I said shut up. So it's more like the kid said your mom, and I'm just like, oh yeah, well you're adopted.
All right, Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. Well, you know who else is adopted? You know who else is adopted?
Who? Tell me.
Not the Riddler. Oh, no, but he did get adopted technically. At the end of the movie, he did get adopted as a friend by a. Thank you for throat singing there, Chief. But do you know that the Joker, or at least someone who sounds like the Joker, or someone who's inspired by the Joker, or who is the real adaptation of the Joker, is saying, "Hey, I like riddles. You know what riddle I like? Let's be friends." And then like the Riddler's just like, ah! And then he's like, ah! So that's not my
I
best
told
Joker
you that
laugh.
was the Joker. I told you that
I
was the Joker.
I know that was like the implication.
I know.
In fact, the
Yeah.
term
Well,
clown,
that was easy. Yeah.
the term clown was actually thrown around in his first statement.
The second he said clown, I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
Obviously, it's
Who do
probably
you
going to be
think it's
Joker,
gonna
but
be?
I think
Well-
I think that's kind of whack. I'm going to be honest, and here's why I think that.
Back.
Wow.
Because there is way too many, villains that the live-action movies haven't covered that are really good and well-written in the comics that I know of,
And you're saying that the Joker is not a part of that?
because I know he is, but like they've done Joker 10 million fucking times. They need to do some other shit.
And guess what? They never did Joker right. I'm gonna say it.
What?
You
Yeah.
son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm. Do you like
Son
that?
of a- Yeah, no, I
like
don't
the
like
truth?
it.
Okay.
I don't
Well,
like it.
I think you're wrong in a couple different accounts.
So here's where your
There's a
opinion's
couple-
wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's pull out the book here. Where's the book? All right.
Show
Here
me
it
the
is.
book.
Here it is. Here it is. This is where you're wrong.
Right there, yeah.
Yeah. See that? Yeah. Take a page. Okay. All right. How about this? Signs and symptoms. Well, some oral cancers produce early symptoms. Others do not until they are advanced. Symptoms may include a chronic sore of the mouth, tongue, or throat that does not heal. You have a tongue.
So do you.
You think about
Yeah.
that, Brandon Szymanski, okay?
You know, and my point.
Ooh, shaky.
Shut it down off of reading the headlines. That's
Yeah, well, your statement saying that no Joker's been good is a headline, and I'm shooting it
I
down.
didn't say no.
Okay.
I said
Yeah. You were saying that every Joker. Okay, I don't even know how we got on that, but I will just say.
Let it do him justice. I said that they could do him better.
That's horror.
Yeah, you're right. But I did like that they included him at the end.
That's horror.
Yes, that it wasn't.
But this makes me
all-
wonder. So, like,
That's
the
right.
Riddler's badass enough in this movie, and I stretched the word badass because I didn't,
How are they gonna stop it?
That's
basically?
horror.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, the Joker has been notoriously this big bad. So, like, the Riddler flooded the city. So, what did the Joker do, or what is he gonna do? Is he just gonna be a sidekick to the Riddler? Like, that part found. It felt like they're too big for each other.
Yeah.
They're gonna blow up the Earth, probably.
It seems like the next logical step, yeah.
But Zanus is gonna show up with the Zanus.
It's gonna take a lot of TNT. I don't think we have enough funds for that,
Minecraft server.
gentlemen.
You're gonna overload the Minecraft server with that kind of TNT.
Yeah, it's true. You could blow up your your friend's little brother's city and a server, and he bans you.
Yeah. So speaking of, by the way, we gotta find a way to have a server for us, gentlemen.
Yeah, we do. Now I'm actually gotta work on
Minecraft.
laptop. We gotta play some Minecraft. Maybe I'll download that. We can play Minecraft after this.
I am so down for that. You have no idea.
What time is
Big
it?
kinky. But wait. Let's get back on cue here. See, Brandon was telling me how much he loves the Joker, and I just want to move past that. So, anyways, Brandon,
Forever.
thank you for your.
You know, there are people out there that agree with me that, you know, that the Jokers that have came before could be done better, and there were good renditions. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say that every rendition of the Joker was bad. I'm just saying that they could have done more.
Well, there's also people that
Like,
believe the Earth
the
is
Joker.
flat, so I don't know.
I feel like the most recent Joker and Heath Ledger's Joker are a bit closer to the essence of what Joker could be.
So you're saying there's a better version than
Wait,
Joaquin
so-
Phoenix and Heath Ledger?
I'm just saying, to be fair, that Joaquin Phoenix and Heath Ledger are actually the least Joker-like out of the Jokers, but they're the most
And my
liked.
point, right,
Yeah.
right.
He says rights. Rights!
I don't know. I feel like
You're
I
a
never
genius.
cared about the Joker until they came around.
That's true, though, because you know what? Those are very grounded Jokers. Like, Joaquin Phoenix was basically just huge mental health issues, right? Like, and schizophrenia, you know, mania, all sorts of stuff. And then Heath Ledger's was just a guy who just obviously had been brought to some kind of breaking point, just stopped giving a fuck about anything.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of rumors that he's just a war vet and everything because he's so tactically skilled and his understanding of bombs and shit. But
Well, the trigger didn't explode on it.
well,
like
it
that.
did eventually.
It did eventually, yeah, but not the first time. We figured if he was a vet, he'd be able to get that cranked out. In the first.
You're
know
gonna
that
be
was a
the
blooper, right?
fucking. You're gonna be his neighbor. You're gonna be his neighbor in Arkham, and you're gonna be like, so you know, your bombs didn't exactly explode on time. Like, you know, next time just on time.
I mean,
Okay,
you know,
time matters.
You're doing good, but like you could do better than that.
You're his manager. You're like, yeah. So you've killed half the city, but like next week, let's try for like 3/4. Okay, like I'm just saying, you're doing good, but like we have metrics, and we could always measure better.
And he's like really self-deprecating and like he hates his life.
It's like, you know, I just don't even want to live. And you're like, yeah, that's great. So how about we get more suicidal next week? Okay, how about we actually try and attempt? All right, because like I want you to do, not say.
Batman will never see it coming. This will be a way to surprise him, Joker.
Yeah, yeah. He'll be upset. Like this will be the ultimate prank. Come on, pussy, do it.
Honestly, that's probably the best way to defeat the Joker, because like you just say, I bet you won't, and then Joker would be like, what do you mean? Yeah, I definitely will.
Yeah, you know, Batman's whole decision to not kill the Joker has cost so many people so many lives.
Really?
So Batman's not being very noble by saying, I refuse to kill. We're like,
I mean,
the
there's-
Joker's
there's-
killed so many.
There's got to be a point to where like you have to do it at some point, like, you know.
Oh, he has in some of the media, and like that makes a whole different storyline actually. But man, you know. Anyway, we're
Yeah,
getting,
yeah, it's
we're getting
true.
way off
That's
topic,
true. We do.
gentlemen. Again, let's zone back in on. So, name your favorite set of scenes. What's just stuck with you the most? And I'm not talking theme, but like just something that was like visually, you're like, man, that's really cool. Like, what was that for you in this film?
Trying to read it, because I had one in mind earlier, but I don't know.
Eli, how about you?
I'll be honest, like, the very first scene I think might have been my favorite, because it was the introduction to Robert Pattinson, and seeing him wail on those gang members. That was, I think that's my favorite scene. The very opening one.
And I like the favorite one because it was
Brandon liked the piano because it goes do 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 do. It's like a siren but down to a piano. You slow it down, it sounds really good. He goes.
Yeah, it's like dangling keys in front of my face. You know, I just can't not look away.
No, but these are not keys.
I love it. Oh, object
I'm sorry.
permanent. It's gone
So-
forever.
I don't like being cruel. I'm sorry.
So the first scene was your favorite, Eli?
Yeah, actually, I think that was my favorite because it was the introduction to Robert Pattinson.
Is
It
that
was
your
him kind of
final?
wailing on some goons, and it wasn't. What?
Is that your final?
Just ignore him, Eli. Just ignore him.
Yeah, I feel like I just feel like it wasn't like.
I mean, you have like another 2 to 10 seconds to really just like rethink your answer. But
Okay, I could guess your favorite scene. The scene where Catwoman rips her contacts out of her eyes, and Batman's like, "No,
Oh, damn it.
fuck! Thought I was gonna get laid. Oh, this is why I wear eyeliner."
Where are the nudes?
Alfred!
I mean, he did get a kiss though.
Joker.
Let's play Tango Time, Alfred! You're not my dad, it's okay!
I've become so numb I can feel you there.
Call me! Tell me of vengeance again, Alfred! Tell me of vengeance!
Do you think Linkin Park is in that?
Linda Parker?
No, Linkin Park.
They should
Linda-
have been.
what?
They should have had Linkin Park in there.
What? Why?
Why not?
Because it's emo Batman. Anyway, but
Fair enough. Well, no, listen, not the shit on Linkin Park. Oh! Fuck,
it's not
thank you
shitty.
for reminding
I
me.
love Linkin Park.
No.
You kidding me?
I was gonna say, I'm not saying like, oh, I don't like Lincoln. I just wasn't sure if there was a connection, but I do fucking love that they threw in Something in the Way by Nirvana.
It's a good song.
That was like, damn, they're nailing this right off the bat.
Yeah. That's
And it's because it's such a dark song. It's about like when he was homeless, living underneath a bridge, and like for this kind of movie, I'm like, whoa,
I
okay,
mean,
Yep.
what? What? You don't care for bridges or homeless people, do you?
No.
Oh, right. You think fishes have feelings, so per the lyrics, you can't eat fishes because they have feelings.
No, I just feel like that song was just a little too slow for that.
But Brandon, what film have you ever even done to begin with? Okay, now you got me on a tangent. Okay,
What?
Brandon, what film have you done? What film have you scored?
You see, you made James solving a Rubik's Cube. You've upset him.
The scene
Exodia!
like required.
I am going to pull out my goddamn trap card. Okay.
Listen, I'll put my schlong on the table. Okay, we'll just start measuring.
I'm gonna put out my trap card, Hillary. Okay, and check this out. It's actually a lot larger than you think it is. Okay, so I'm gonna put my trap card down, and this is what it is. It's a pot of greed. Okay, and guess what? It means I get to draw 2 cards, and you go to hell. Okay, so I win the election. Thank you. Goodbye.
Your audience is liberal.
No, please.
Liberal.
Yo, Brandon Chematsky. It'd be funny if Brandon had some like Trump posters, just hanging around.
He's
I knew it.
he just that's why he overshares extremely tolerant information on Facebook, because he's secretly a conservative.
I'm gonna go comment something not sensitive.
Done.
I'm gonna be
Brandon
like, I
said-
know what you did.
I know
Brandon, I see you. That's why you're in the South Carolina. Real good luck.
it just didn't. Sorry.
I disagree.
Song. It was a great rendition. It was really well paid. I like the song, but I feel like it could have been a little.
I'm gonna get copyright straight.
I feel like it could have chosen a little bit of a faster song. That's all.
Well,
What?
in the beginning, it's a very disgruntled kind of like
It's a dystopian.
dark narration. Yeah, so I feel like that could work in that kind of field because when things are moving fast, they're not depressing. When things move slowly, they're depressing.
It's like a slow death of the city is exactly what it was too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but I wanted Big Etching song.
I'm just kidding, Brendan. Go.
Not a song.
Brendan wanted, you know what he wanted? He
The
wanted
press song.
He wanted,
But,
he
like-
wanted some fucking Nordic content.
No, like if they had like a Tool song, like something still depressing, but just a little harder, a little faster.
Okay, well actually, yeah, I could see like a Tool song working out.
You know what I mean?
Alright,
That's all I'm saying. It was too mellow.
No reason to raise your voice. You know, you're
Listen,
upsetting me.
I'm
You're making me upset.
getting dealt bad hands podcast, so I've already decided to be a villain.
He really is the heel of this podcast right now. He's just like,
Well, that's okay. That's okay because I'm gonna share a song on your profile that's gonna make it all better. Hold on.
You know, I don't like to be rickrolled any more than James likes to be called. But here we go.
called what?
Nah, you missed it.
Good. Anyway, so, you know, gentlemen, I just want to add that I appreciate this conversation. And
I want to add you to be the
what? I can't hear you. What?
I said I want to add. Did you see the end credit scene?
Actually, I didn't. No, I didn't stay
saw
for it.
I stayed for it.
What was this? What was the
It was,
post credit scene?
super
Spoil
short.
for
It
me.
wasn't anything too big of a fucking deal. I hate you for that, by the way. You're like, oh yeah, stay for the. You know, you're a real fucking dang ass. I was on a date too. Okay.
You're like, yo, babe, we gotta stay for the big poppy. Come on.
It was gonna be underwhelming, and I made sure.
And then it was just like a little fucking text box, and I'm like,
Yep.
and then it
Well,
just
okay,
ended,
but
and I
what was
like-
it? What was the post credit scene?
It was literally the fucking Riddler's question mark in a text box.
It said goodbye.
What?
Bye.
That's dumb. That's fucking dumb. I mean,
Granted,
okay, it's smart, but it's dumb.
As a
No, and it wasn't just the text. It wasn't just the text box. It was that website too that popped up.
oh well, yeah, and then I don't know if somebody. I still have to look on YouTube for somebody who cares more than I. Thank you for tuning in to Stryder's Gorilla Squadcast. I'm your host James, also known as Stryder. I was very fortunate to be joined in live action for the very first time by my dear friends Brandon Szymanski and Elijah Legowski, also known as Elijahillustrates. This has been an exceptionally fun episode to be on and shoot and record. And I have to say, Brandon is an artist, and so is Eli in many forms, and so am I, of course, and basically I want to plug them right now. So Brandon, he can speak for himself, of course, but I'm going to also plug his link to his Facebook, and you can see some of the art he does. He's an exceptionally talented artist, into the description of this podcast. Now, moving on to Eli here, I would like to also say the man is a podcaster, of course, and he is also a very talented writer, and just a very big personality, very comedic, and he's just always on point with what he does, pretty much most of the time, if not all the time. So, my man, both of you, appreciate you guys being here, and anything you guys would like to say to close out our episode today.
I mean, if only
like to-
Eli wasn't so ugly, he'd probably be better.
Well, Brandon, here's the thing. All right, when you look in a puddle, you find gold. And I'm going to say, you have a puddle of a personality right there, but I find gold in you.
See, Brandon didn't have anything nice to say.
That's almost sweet. Almost.
Brandon.
Yeah, so anyways, I'd like to plug to the photography that I'm doing. I like to do landscape, macro. My big gripe with a lot of photography is that it's just people taking photos of other people smiling, or just of people in general. I tend to find that photography very nuanced. It's just run of the mill. I like to take things out of focus, things that don't really have an explanation. As much as nature photography, you could argue, is nuanced, I think it's exceptional. I think nature is just the most beautiful thing out there. But I do like to take photos of things that are kind of harder to explain, things that don't have a description, things that are very thought-provoking. That's kind of the meaning behind my art, is I'd like to create things where people leave questioning it. And thus I also like to take photos and edit them as well. I've always been kind of set back by not understanding how to properly time my posts. How many photos do I share one week? How many photos do I share in a single day? But I'm really stressing kind of putting out more content this year as far as writing, photography, podcasting. So alongside being on the podcast here. It's been fun. All aboard the hype train. Toot toot.
So yeah, and I will also be popping in. The viewers and listeners will be hearing also a little tidbit of Eli's information on his next episode of his podcast, which is also featuring the three of us, keep in mind.
It's true.
Elijahillustrates podcast, which will also be linked down below. And
That's true.
Brandon,
I was there.
yes, Brandon, you have any closing thoughts?
I was held against my will. Please help me.
So we have to actually cut it short now, and for no reason at all. It's been a blast.
Hey.
It's gonna be a good thumbnail. Anyway, I'd like to thank you, gentlemen, for being here. It's been a blast, and osteoporosis. And those of you that enjoyed this, will see more of this on Elijahillustrates podcast on his next episode.
And the next
Merry
episode,
Christmas.
I shit my pants.
Alfred, I'd like to report that I've got the Riddler. I've taken him down. 'Cause I'm Batman! Also, that new episode of the Gorilla Squadcast, I'm glad it came out. It was a few weeks. And, Alfred, I was a little worried about that they stopped doing those. But I see that they keep doing them, so that's good. I really like the gorilla monkey theme. It's pretty cool. Cyber monkeys, yeah. Really speaks to me on a different level. Alright, Alfred. I'll catch you later. Yeah. Hugs and kisses, yeah. No. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that on broadcast. Alfred! Alfred, stop! The Riddler, he's a bitch. Took him down. Alright. So follow Gorilla Squadcast. Donate some money. Because money's good. The Wayne Foundation already supports the Gorilla Squadcast. All it takes is just a few more people. Alright.